Launch Like a Woman philosophy and break down the 4 pillars that I now use in my business to launch a new offer or launch a new program or launch a new challenge experience. It doesn't matter what it is that I create. My launch plan stays the same. And I've actually been launching offers since, 2022 was the first time that I created something and I launched it. And so for the last few years, I've been testing different ways of launching. I have been trying different ways of marketing my programs and with the sole purpose of selling out the space. Like I always go in with a goal of how many people I want in this experience, and then I try to go after that. And every single time I feel lately like I hit my goal, but that wasn't always the case. Like I used to feel drained through a launch. I would feel unseen, like my views would go down. It would feel disappointing and I would never get to the outcome that I wanted to get to. And it would just feel like this huge heavy lift where I was always thinking to myself, dude, it cannot continue like this. This business is not for me if this is the way that it's going to go. Finally, I created my own way of doing it. I was, for the longest time, I would YouTube, or I would buy courses, or I would try to tap into reverse engineering, what is she doing over there to launch her program? And I would try to piecemeal things together, and I would take from different places during a launch. Now I don't do that. My launch actually feels effortless. I get excited about launching. I actually kind of feel like I'm addicted to them. I'm always excited about new ideas and promoting different offers and taking it through a full formal launch, start to finish, because to me, it feels liberating. It feels so exciting to talk about a brand new offer or a brand new experience and to get people inside. I've had many launches in my past where they've been totally silent, where they have there's been no signups. And then I've had launches in the last year or so that have totally blown my own mind. And then I've taken my philosophy and I've actually coached my one-on-one clients through this philosophy. And I've seen so much success with my one-on-one clients. For example, I have one client that when she came to me, she had launched a group program and it was a silent launch, zero signups. Literally nobody joined her offer. And then we worked through her content. We worked through a new launch strategy, a new process. And her launch after that, she was a 10K launch. And then we doubled down and we did it again. And the launch after that was a 20K launch. So I feel like I proved my philosophy there with her, but then I did it again with another client where this client literally in her lead collection, which is part of what I do through my launch, in her lead collection, she got 300 hot leads come into her world. And then her program started, and it was this program that she created from her soul, from her mission. And it was so fun for her. And she learned so much, and she's going to refine that program over and over again. And it's going to become the thing that she's known for. So I want to take you through the 4 pillars quickly of my launch strategy, my launch process, but I am going to be going into these deeply in my upcoming masterclass. So if you want to join the masterclass, you can sign up. The link is in my bio, or if you're watching the replay, you can comment LLAW. It's launch like a woman. Only if you're watching the replay. If you're watching this live and you're here with me live, the trigger doesn't work during the live show. So just come on to the comments and the replay and you can comment LLAW and it will trigger to my system to send you the link to register. This masterclass is completely free. Launch Like a Woman is completely free. So I want to go through the 4 pillars to a sold out launch and what that means to me, what I do in my business time and time again. And I've proven it now with multiple clients that this strategy does work. And the thing is most people think that launching is about hustle. They think it's about more and more effort. They think it's about running through brick walls and doing the most. And I used to think that too, but launching is actually solely about alignment. That is literally all that matters. And the old me used to focus on the hustle, used to focus on the perfection. I used to focus on proving, actually, and it didn't work. I would get no traction. It would feel hard. It would feel heavy. And I would second guess my coaching. I would second guess my offer. And it just went downhill from there. So most people are missing this alignment piece, and they think to themselves, I need to post more. I need to ramp up my visibility. I need to do blah, 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 when really it's just about anchoring deeper. And I know that might feel a little fluffy, and that's why I want to dive into the 4 pillars, because it's not fluffy at all. It's actually very strategic. So pillar number 1 is getting crystal clear on your genius. So you're creating an offer, you're creating an experience, you're creating a program, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Are you crystal clear on what you're inviting into? And with clarity comes your obsession for what you're building. Let me say that again. With clarity comes your obsession for what you are building. And if you are not obsessed with what you are building, with what you are inviting into, no one else is going to be. And that is, people miss out on that. People think that clarity means I need to know what features I'm bringing. I need to know the deliverables that I'm bringing. I need to know the structure. I need to know the title. I need to know the sales page copy. That's not clarity. That's like action steps. That's like the tangible things. Clarity is where you feel so secure, so convicted in what you're about to lead, that there is no wobbling in what you're about to do. There is no wobbling in who you want to bring in. And you also trust that your way is different. Like no one can touch you, because you're like, you've got this one thing about your way that is different. It's unique. And at that point, we can lead into pillar 2. So pillar 2, and these are in consecutive order, literally. Pillar 2 goes into like now forming insanely wicked content. And content to me is everything from what you post to your Instagram feed, what you put on your stories, what goes into your email marketing copy, what goes onto your opt-in pages, your sales pages. That is all content, in my opinion. And when you have clarity first, and then you move into content, your content ideas like pour out, like they ooze out of you. Like you don't have to, you're not forcing a message. You're not forcing anything. You're not searching for what to say so that you can sell. Like, if that's how you're thinking about your launches and you're constantly worried about what you can say to get conversions, there's no wonder why people aren't lined up in your DMs to join your world. And I know this because that was me. I was constantly like focused on what should the hook be? What can I put in my captions? What can I say in my stories to sell? And all of these things. I would even focus on like conversion numbers. Like if I get this many people into my masterclass, then I should probably convert this on the back end. I would study my open rates and my click rates of my emails. And then I would question, why aren't people buying when I'm over here spending my time studying these things instead of anchoring deeper? Powerful content is going to reflect the experience that you're inviting into. So the pillar of creating insanely good content is important because your content isn't really changing during a launch. Like there shouldn't be a ramp up of how much you post. You should already be posting consistently. The content during a launch though is hyper nuanced to calling out the individual that you want to bring into your program. So it's nuanced in that way, it's specific in that way, but your content really doesn't change. You're just kind of showing up with the energy, the transformation, and the brand voice of what you're currently inviting into. So that is content during a launch. The third pillar, very important pillar, and it's third on purpose, it's not first. The third pillar is energetically high presence. High, like staying high. And the reason this is third is because usually in pillars 1 and 2, you're pretty excited. Like you're like, ooh, I'm creating this new thing. Like I feel like I'm in momentum. I'm excited about what I'm doing. And then all of a sudden you start creating all the things, you start inviting people in. Maybe it's like not blowing up the way that you thought it was. You had high hopes and then you kind of like go down, down, down. And you're like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Like maybe this just won't work out for me. Then it's very important to remind yourself to stay high. That is when energy comes in. And energy is not going to be a matter of you doing more. It's going to be a matter of you tapping into a sort of frequency versus like tapping into the formula or the framework. And the frequency is like this unspoken energy. Like I don't care what you post. I don't care if you have the best offer in the world. The energy behind which you create content or which you invite into, it's felt. Like you can't fake it. And so if you're not energetically high, this invisible layer underneath what you're creating, underneath what you're putting out there. If you're not high, people aren't going to join, and they can feel that. People are buying from other people who they feel like they can be around, and it feels contagious. Like you're going to catch the motivation. You're going to catch the success. You're going to catch the victory. So if you don't believe that about yourself, if you don't believe like I'm over here killing it, I'm in momentum, can't slow me down, can't stop me. If you're not believing that, then no one's going to jump in with you. And it doesn't matter what your business topic is, whether you are a fitness coach or a business coach, a relationship coach, therapy, like it doesn't matter. If you aren't catching the vibe, if you're not giving out the energy of I'm high on what I'm inviting into, it will be felt. And you're going to still have slow days. Like that's part of a launch. You'll have days where you get 10 people to sign up. You'll have days where you get 0. It's not a matter of the ebbs and flows. It's a matter of your energy staying plugged in throughout the entire launch. And it does make a difference. It truly does. And also, when I talk about energy, and I'm going to dive into this more into the free masterclass, so make sure you're signed up for the free masterclass. But there will come a time where I will also question you during the masterclass of, are you coming from a place of truth with this offer? Like, do you believe what you're selling? Has it worked for you? Because if you don't believe in what you're selling and it hasn't worked for you, again, people feel that. It's like you can smell it. It's like you can sniff it out and you don't want to join. So you want to make sure that you're also in full truth, in alignment with what you are inviting into. Okay, the fourth pillar is the level of devotion to your coaching. So again, I coach my clients in multiple different niches. I have run coaches. I have business coaches for fitness coaches. I have macro coaches and nutrition coaches. I have music coaches, like literally all different niches. It does not matter. When it comes to your coaching and the way that you help your clients get wins and get transformations, I have to coach on this because I don't think anybody else does, but I feel very passionate about knowing your clients. And when they pay you and they get into your world, there's a difference between a coach who just teaches information and a coach that changes lives. There's a difference between a coach who just teaches information and a coach that changes lives. And people are paying you for their life to be changed. And I want to teach you in this masterclass how to devote yourself to your coaching so that you can actually get people results. I have had personal experience where I'm like, what is it going to be? Like, what's the thing that's going to take me to the next level? And I had to unpack this on my own. And the thing that took me to the next level was actually getting my clients results. Like the moment that they started sending me these testimonials and these reviews and like they were getting wins that I initially promised them that they would get in my world, the moment that I had collected those, it's like everything else was selling for me. I didn't have to sell anything. And that's the thing is like, unfortunately, right now, like the online coaching industry is booming. It's huge. Not unfortunately. The unfortunate part about that is a lot of people are dissatisfied with their coaches and the spaces that they've joined and the spaces that they've invested into. So a lot of people are waiting to see proof of concept. They're waiting to see that you can actually get people results. And so when I coach you on how to do that, I'm not going to change your secret sauce. I'm not going to change the information in which you deliver. I am going to change the way that you engage with your people so that they can actually make change and get the transformation that you're promising them. And that will unlock testimonies for you that you won't even have to ask for. Like people will just be DMing you like, oh my gosh, you changed my life. Like this has been a game changer for me. And that is going to be huge because how you run this program through this launch, again, the launch doesn't end when the program starts, but how you run this program is going to sell the next one. And a lot of people don't think about it that way. But that is the name of the game, is the moment that you get people results, it's game over. So with all of that being said, you have the 4 pillars. Number 1 is getting crystal clear on your genius. Number 2 is creating insanely good content. Number 3 is staying high with your energy. And number 4 is your devotion to your coaching. And I'm teaching all of this in the Launch Like a Woman Masterclass. So make sure that you go to my link in bio, make sure you save your seat for this masterclass. It's going to be game changing. There will be a replay. So if you can't attend live, you will get a replay, but the replay will be limited time access. So you want to make sure that you're signed up. Only the registrants that are signed up will get the replay. If you realize that you've been missing all of these 4 things from your launch, there's no reason to freak out. I got you. I'm going to teach you all of them, and it'll change the way you launch forever. And I will dive really deep into all of these. So I'll give you tangible things that it's my goal that you walk away from this masterclass confident in the change of your launching, like confident that you can do it differently, confident that it can feel light, confident that your launch is not a heavy lift. It actually does the heavy lifting for you so that you can sell out your programs. And honestly, my ultimate goal is I want you to launch a program, whether it's something that you've already launched before, or maybe you're creating something new, but I want to take you through a launch of a program that puts your name on the map. Like I want you to become known for this program. I want people to be telling their friends about you. I want this to be something where people are like, I have never experienced anything like this. This is mind-blowing, and this was everything that I didn't know that I needed. And I'm going to be coaching you through all of that inside of the free masterclass, Launch Like a Woman. Okay? I'm so excited. I have been waiting to run this masterclass for a while because I've been refining my own launch process. And again, I don't coach you on anything that I haven't done and succeeded with myself. So I'm really excited to dive into this masterclass and give you all the tools, all the juice to change the way you launch forever and obviously make a ton of money. That is super important. We are all here because we want to build booming businesses and take over the world together. But at the same time, it feels so fulfilling to go through an entire formal launch and just know that you did that. You did that, you killed it, and you can do it again. That's another thing is this process is reproducible. It's not something that you just do and it's like a fluke and all of a sudden you had success. No, you get to do it again and you get to double down on it. And just like the story I told you in the beginning with one of my clients, she had a $0 launch. I took her through my process. She had a 10K launch, and then boom, we turned around and did it again. She had a 20K launch. I can guarantee you her next one will be 30K, 60K, literally 100K launches. It's going to go nuts. So make sure you're signed up for Launch Like a Woman Masterclass, and I will see you there. It is actually next week. I'll see you there. I love you so much. Have a great day.